Okay, so we've purchased the Oracle Oculus headlights to replace, they're LED headlights to replace the factory halogen headlights, which are kind of dim. It looks like a fairly easy process, we'll see, but those are the headlights in the box here. We're going to take the grill out, and we're going to take the headlights out, and we're going to wire them in for daytime running lights, which this does not have right now. It does not have daytime running lights, but it should when we're done. And we'll see. Here's the headlights. Should have left that on. That's the headlight unit. It's a 9-inch headlight. I think you can get 7s or 9s, so I went with the 9s. It snaps into those things. Okay, there we go. That wasn't as easy as the videos made it.
It never is.
It never is. There's buttholes.
Should make those turn on, which they're on. Those are bright. They look good enough.
They do look good enough. Hit the brights.
I mean, I don't see a point.
I don't think we adjust anything. Let's just leave it as is.
Alright guys, and so here is the final product. Here is what it looks like. Install really wasn't that bad. It was just lifting the hood up. And then from there, you've got like 7 Christmas tree clips that go right around the top of the grill there. Pop those out. You've got a couple tabs and just those pressure clips or whatever you want to call them down in there. So literally you just pull the grill back and the whole thing ends up coming off. From there, they end up giving you a wiring harness. Fairly simple. You just run one end of it to this headlight, one end to this headlight. Then on the back of the headlights, you have a connector that goes into each of the factory plugs, as well as the harness they send you. It runs around up into the fuse box. F52 was the fuse. It's for a cigar lighter, it said. They give you a little adapter that goes in there.
It's like a piggyback adapter.
Right. And so that ends up plugging in there. We just notched a little tiny hole out of the fuse box cover, so that way we wouldn't crush that wire. So all that looks good. Wiring's fine. Install was super easy. Just put the grill back on. The headlights are actually perfect. We just messed with the headlights to see where the beam was at. They were pointed basically perfectly straight from in here. We only have like a 10-foot distance here, but just with that, it looked fairly straight, so we're not going to mess with adjusting them up and down. I believe with these, the adjustments for them were on the back side. So if you do ever have to get to that, it shouldn't be that hard. It should just be opening the hood and you should be able to reach it. That's the daytime running lights. It comes out very weird looking on camera. But as you can kind of see here, you just have one single halo ring on the outside that lights up. Looks real weird. You can turn the headlights on. And then you can see here what the headlights look like. I believe the box said the bi LED, so just full LED. You can't really see it out here, but if I stand in front of here, you can see it on my legs. Very bright white light. And then, shut up. Okay, shut them off, then do them again. And that is with the brights on. And then you can do the low beams. So low beams versus high beams. kind of hard to tell. It just looks real funky on camera. But that is what it all looks like. Also, one thing we wanted to note with it too is that the factory headlights, the halogens, seem to stick out further. As you can see looking at these, there is some kind of a weird gap in here you can kind of get your finger in. The factory ones actually sat flush right along on here. And it was the same thing with the box too. These fit perfectly flush in the box when we got them. The factory ones were a little bit bigger than the box. They seem to maybe have curved out more. So they sat flush, but with here we have some kind of a little weird gap. All the tabs and everything are in. Same thing with this side. So when you are at like a top view right above here, you can kind of see a gap. But if you're looking at it straight on or driving towards anything like that, then nobody's ever gonna be able to tell.
One item to note, this is a Wrangler Sport model, which did not have daytime running lights prior to this. So this is having the daytime running lights. That's an add-on, and it's a nice feature. I prefer having the daytime running lights, and so with these headlights you get that, and you didn't have that on here from the factory. So it was very easy. Probably was what, it's 15 minutes it took us probably.
Yeah.
To again pop everything off, put the lights in. Wiring was super easy.